How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Now, it's been a while since we did this, but some of you may remember way back that we sat down together and we reacted to some very old Naruto theories. Obviously, Naruto's been finished now for quite some time, which makes looking back on these fan theories quite interesting. Either we find people who need to put next week's lottery numbers on because they predict everything, or, and much more likely, we laugh at everything because it is completely untrue. Let's start off with the classic, some of the most common types of theories, how Naruto is going to end. Right, so this is a very long one. I think we're just going to speed through it and I'll bring in the best bits, but this is a 7-year-old theory. So here's my prediction for how Naruto will end, or at least how this current effed up situation will go. So basically, he's going on about how all the Kages are dead from fighting Madara, but Tsunade revived the other Kages, but lacks the ability to heal herself, and has a very intimate one-on-one talk with Naruto where she praises him, says her life regrets, yada yada, then she pronounces Naruto's 6th Hokage. Or she could be a bitch and say, oh, by the way, tell Kakashi he's a Hokage now. Which I'd be okay with too. So Naruto returns to the battlefield with Madara and Obito. He being the Leaf's Hokage, yeah, because that happened, has a renewed and unbelievable vigor to beat the living hell out of Madara. Obito is fighting Guy and Kakashi. Kakashi will likely die in the process of killing Obito. It'd be nice to see them share an intimate I'm sorry for what I've done. B was probably beaten to a bloody pulp by Madara, so it's Naruto and Madara, the battle of the century, which now with Naruto's friends dead, the village in ruins, the Kage killed, Naruto does exceptionally well against Madara. The Nine Tails is fully behind Naruto. Best man, let's not forget the card battle without sweat. Naruto realizes that Tom reduces his Naruto wastes an issue on the backstory in some moralistic speech, and why he's the god that he is. Oh my god. So, yeah, this guy thought the war arc was going to be very dark. So yeah, that's a very interesting one. Naruto being made the 6th Hokage right in the middle of the war. It's interesting. It's an interesting one. I wouldn't have been too mindful about that, if I'm honest. It's not a bad one to start off with. But we'll move on to the next one, shall we? So this one is 7 years old. Ever heard of the Namakazes? Well, me neither. They simply don't exist. Naruto has to be a Senju on some side, and my bet is on Minato. Here's my point. Theorized a couple times. Minato is Tsunade and Dan's son. Right, okay then. First of all, let's state the obvious. Yeah, the obvious stuff. Minato has yellow-ish hair. No, I'm pretty certain his hair is very yellow. Lighter than Tsunade's. It isn't though. Hang on a minute. You're telling me that this hair is lighter than this? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting my interpretations mixed up, but this is a much deeper yellow than this is. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. She's the only person in the village with a similar hair colour. With Dan's white hair, wouldn't it make sense for some kind of yellowish mix? Yes, it would. And it would look like Tsunade's hair. Not how Minato's look. Minato's would be a whitewashed yellow, horrible colour. No, that's not how it works. You know what, doing these, do you know what I feel like I need to do at some point? You're going to have to let me know in the comment section down below for these ones, but I reckon we could get some really interesting Kawaki theories for the next episode of this. I think, oh, now there is an idea. Okay, so this guy has written a literal story about this, so we're going to focus on the short version here. For those who aren't willing to listen to what I have to say, Naruto will be given Sasuke's... There's always one. There's always one. There was one like this in the last video we did it like this as well. In the event after his death at Obito's hands. Wait, what? When's this happening? What? What? When did this... Am I missing something? He will beat Obito, proving himself the sage's successor, finally fulfilling the sage's dying wish, proving that he is the final decision was the right one after all. So at this point, I'm presuming Tobi's been revealed as Obito. So where's Madara going on in all this? Surely this isn't the end, right? Is Madara just watching us all? He beats over to, yeah, sure. Sound, you know what? That's all I wanted to know. I'm going to piss off. Good job. Okay, boys and girls, I have found a website that has so many incredibly old theories. These theories are so damn old. This is from 2007. Mental. Anyway, major spoiler warning. Is it? Let's have a look. Okay, ever hear the theory that the leader of Akatsuki is a new Uchiha clan member? Well, whoever said that was right. Yeah, come on, you've read the story, you know this, yeah? Yeah? After investigating the pages of manga that the leader appears on, I discovered something in chapter 254, page 15, top panel. The Akatsuki leader is simply shown in a shadowy silhouette, but if you zoom in on his eyes, you can clearly see a Sharingan guy activated. Should we take a little look at that for ourselves? I think we should. Right, let's have a look, shall we? Chapter 254, we're talking about here. 254, page 15. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Page 15. So we're looking around here. It should be. I'm presuming he's on about this, right? So if we zoom in, if we really, really zoom in, we're going to see the shadow. You guys got your binoculars on? In we go. I'm zooming. I can't zoom anymore. I'm looking. Should we have a look what some people are saying about this one, shall we? Because that to me doesn't not look like a Sharingan. It does look like the Sharingan, but jumping to conclusions only starts opinion battles. Common sense there, but the guy, he comes back and says, it doesn't look like the Sharingan. It is the Sharingan. Try saving it to your computer and zooming in as far as you can. Then try clearing up a bit with Photoshop. You can see it has the exact same design as all Sharingan. No, it doesn't. Believe me, if I wasn't sure that it was a Sharingan, I would never bother to tell anyone. This guy, I think he's on something, guys. I think he's really onto something here. This guy's got it. Oh, that one's definitely my favourite so far. That one was the confidence, the sheer confidence this guy had that he knew Pain was new Uchiha. Oh boy, I bet he felt a bit stupid when the Rinnegan was revealed. Okay, this is a bit far-fetched, but hear me out. Oh, I can't wait. As you guys know, Itachi was practically the greatest double agent in all of the Naruto universe. When Sasuke was told the truth, he was devastated and swore vengeance on all of Konoha. However, he's acting quite irrational, and I'd like to think that Sasuke is a lot more cautious about taking anything at face value. Nah. There is another possibility. What happens if Sasuke's been pulling an Itachi and has killed many citizens of Konoha, some of the samurais, etc., in order to serve for the greater good? Basically, what I'm saying is, what if he's still on Konoha's side, but he's kind of like the character Snape from Harry Potter? You know what? While I was researching this, so many people, when I was looking for these theories, were comparing Naruto and Harry Potter. Am I missing something? And it's throwing Toby and the others into a false sense of security until the moment is right when he sides with Naruto again. Remember, Itachi played the character perfectly until his death. What if Sasuke is following in his... it wasn't quite how it planned out. I've just read the title for this one. Oh, what? No, this can't be real. 2011, manga spoilers. Will Jiraiya be the one to defeat Madara? What? No! What time is this posted? How drunk was he? 11:45 at night. It's starting to make a bit more sense now. This guy was clearly on the good stuff at the time. Currently in the manga, you have 5 Kages versus Madara, but I personally don't think that they can beat Madara, being already proclaimed one of the strongest ninjas in the world, now has the Rinnegan and Wood Jutsu put him in insanely higher in power, plus has infinite lives, which doesn't really help. No, it is a bit of an issue to deal with, that one, isn't it? And the 5 Kages just don't impress me. Oh boy, this guy must hate Boruto. He must absolutely hate the Boruto Kages. So he's saying about how all the Kages are just absolutely out of action at this point. So my theory is that Naruto will summon a frog, and the frog summons Jiraiya, and Jiraiya will might fight Madara. Here's why. First off, Jiraiya's body was never shown and he wasn't brought back by Kabuto, and this guy brought everybody back, and people saying, but he sank at the bottom of the sea. BS, Kabuto, a water ninja, he has snakes that swim. I mean, I think all of the impossible stuff he had to do just to get everyone else's bodies, I'm sure he could have got Jiraiya's body if it was down there. To be fair, that point, I'm actually agreeing with it, but something tells me that that's where that line's going to be drawn. Second, Jiraiya is a spy, and what better way to spy than having them think you're dead? Plus, he was probably pulling a Goku at the same time by pretending to be dead. I'm trying to think back to the fight. He looked very dead. Didn't he have like his windpipe taken out, his arm chopped? I'm pretty sure he was dead. He knew that Naruto would grow up and become a badass ninja. I mean, think about it, Naruto sucked, and it wasn't until Jiraiya died that he went on to learn Sage Mode and how to control the fox. Sort of kind of on your wavelength. You gotta lose me soon, surely. My last point is that out of all the ninjas we have seen in the Naruto saga, Jiraiya was the strongest. Even the card game agrees. And that's where the line was drawn. Jiraiya, the strongest character. Are you out of your mind? Well, quite clearly, I think. They say Madara is the strongest, so who better to take up the strongest than with the strongest? What? No, I'm not reading this. Or Naruto goes Sage Mode and fights Kabuto with that life force and kills him, ending the resurrection jutsu. This kind of makes more sense. What an absolute mundane end to this series that would have been. Just kill Kabuto, everyone dies. Woo! So I think we'll end on this one. It caught my attention as an interesting way to end it, as the title is, what titles do you suppose the characters will have at the end of the series? Now, this is 10 years ago. This is 2009 this was posted, so just coming up to 10 years ago. And it's an interesting one because looking back on when I was watching Naruto, other than like Naruto himself obviously becoming the Hokage as he says here, I don't think it was that obvious who would be what, if I'm going to be honest. So yeah, Naruto becomes Hokage. You're not going to get any brownie points from me there. That one was obvious. Shino, who'll probably become the commandment of the Anbu since he's an expert tracker. Nah, it could have been the case. Arguably should have been the case, but it wasn't. Shikamaru, Hokage's chief advisor. Smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Hinata, this could go either way. She's proven that she has the strength and tenacity to be the next Hyuga clan head, but isn't clear that Hiashi would trust her judgment. When he finds out about the way she charged at Pain, he will either berate her for recklessly endangering her own life, or he'll commend her for the quick thinking. Politics also plays into the equation, depending on how important marrying within the clan is. An interesting point. An interesting possibility is that Hinata may be offered the position as clan head, but refused to accept it. Very interesting. Not quite what happened, but it is still interesting nonetheless. Sasuke, I'm still convinced that someone is going to kill Sasuke before the Akatsuki mess is over. Oh boy, here we go. I also don't think he's going to have any kids. Oh, Dad, not too sure about that one. Since the Uchiha clan has been the centre of pretty much everything bad that has happened to Konoha since its founding, the most logical way to end the series is with the extinction of the Uchiha clan. I'm certain that goes against everything the Naruto franchise stands for. Absolutely gigantic no from me there. Sakura, chief medical officer, and again, smashed it. Absolutely smashed it with Sakura there as well. Ino. Now Ino's an interesting one because Ino's one of those characters who, teacher, I don't know what she could do, but realises she's cut out to be a career kunoichi and retires when getting married. She proceeds to take over her parents' flower shop and become a full-time florist. Mad! This guy, surely that's one of the niche, like he absolutely smashed it. Am I missing something? Was that obvious from the get-go? I don't know, but to me that's a very niche thing to guess. And he absolutely smashed it. Lee. Somebody is going to use the 8 gates before the series is over, probably during the final battle. Yep, you got that one. This leaves 2 possibilities. If Lee uses it, he'll be a casualty in the battle to defeat Madara. And if Guy uses it, Lee will follow in Guy's footsteps and become a Taijutsu specialist Jonin, taking on his own Genin team. It's more or less, give or take, you got that right. I don't know if Lee's got his own team in Boruto. I'm not too sure about that one. But, like I said, give or take a little bit, you got that one as well. Sai doesn't really know who he is. He's been trained for years, not having a personal identity. He's improved, but it isn't clear that Sai has any goals or dreams now. So it's impossible to say what he's going to do at the end of the series. Killing him off would be easy though. See, I'm in a minority. I'm in a very, very, very tiny minority who actually like Sai. I enjoyed Sai as a character. Yes, he was no Sasuke. Yes, he was no Sasuke substitute. But I liked Sai. If he was to be killed off, I would have been sad. Put some respect on Sai's name, alright? That's all I'm saying. But thanks for watching. Like I said, should I do a video like this, but specifically for Kawaki theories? I think that's going to be interesting, because we can all cast our minds back to when the Boruto anime started. Or it's Denki's Kawaki. We all know how many insane theories there were going around about Kawaki. And now that we know some stuff actually about Kawaki and who he actually is, that we see if anybody, and no one would have, I'm sure of it, see if anyone guessed what Kawaki actually is. But in reality, we just laugh at the really stupid ones. Let me know in the comment section down below any other really old Naruto theories that you guys had when you watched the series, and did they come true, or were they, looking back on them, just some of the most stupid things in existence? I'll see you guys in another video. Subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad. Yes, we're just staying as the Senpai Squad at this point. Let's roll with it. See you guys in another video, but until then, peace.